I promise I'm really trying to work on making these videos a lot shorter, but I've been doing pretty good because my last video was like 9 minutes long. So let's get to the point, Janelli. Thank you guys for coming back. Thank you guys for opening up this video at least and beginning to hear what I am going to say. So this one's gonna be talking about the ego a little bit, okay? So this whole journey that I decided to embark in, quitting my job and going full-time artist and doing pretty much anything that's necessary to get away from that structured world, from that working a 9-to-5 job scene and all of that sort. The only thing I can pretty much say is that it requires a major sacrifice. Anything that is worth it and the end, anything that has that value that you want will require a major sacrifice. It's not, people think that it's so easy, that it's just something that you can just step into and it will easily come to you. They use the law of attraction and all these kind of manifestation talks to make it seem like it's so easy for these things to come and gravitate towards you. I'm not saying that they're not true. I'm not saying these techniques and these laws aren't real. They definitely are. But it was first in the Bible saying, ask and you shall receive if it is in his will and all that stuff, right? I hope we can all agree on that. But the point is that in order to get to where you really want to get, in order to follow your purpose and obtain that genuine desire, you have to be willing to make sacrifices. What kind of sacrifices? That's to each their own. For me, I feel like the biggest sacrifice that I made was my ego. I had to let go of the ego. I was the first person in my immediate family to graduate from a college, and so becoming a veterinary nurse and being in that field for about 5 years, it's something that my mom was really proud of. It's something that people were really proud for me, you know? And I was proud of me. It was something that I really wanted to do, and it was a dream at that time. And so, you know, before I got into this mindset of entrepreneurship, I did what pretty much any normal person does: go and get a car. I've been out of my parents' house for a while, since I was like 20, and I went and ventured off, which is me, which is my personality, just go on, be free, right? But I was operating under my ego, operating under somebody who I thought that I was. But after gaining more experience in other things and growing and being intrigued by other things, I became somebody new. Now, let me rephrase that, because I don't really like the term becoming. I feel like you don't become the person that you want to be. I feel like you strip off these layers that weren't you, these layers that were put on you by society, by influences, media, and so forth. So I feel like I became exposed to the things I was supposed to be exposed to by God's grace. And so now I am me. Now I am, well, I'm still trying to strip off all those layers. It's a work in progress, but I'm glad that I was able to see. Here's my ego talking again. It's not as easy as I'm making it seem, I guess. I feel like I'm saying it as if it's so easy. It's something that, well, everybody can do it. I feel like anybody can do it, but it just requires that sacrifice. And for me, that was the biggest hurdle. I had to step down, kind of. I had to put myself in this vulnerable position. I feel like I'm so vulnerable right now, but I've had to put myself in this vulnerable position where now I'm exposed. Now I'm being put to the test. Like, I need to make ends meet, and that's on me. Of course, I really feel like You have to have bold confidence in yourself and total reliance on God. That is my secret, at least. I feel like that's my main priority, is waking up every morning and thanking the Lord and praying. And that's something that I can never compromise, because that's something that is very valuable to me. That's the first thing that I think about every single morning, and the last thing I think about before I go to bed. And so by following that, it's led me to this point, and it's not easy. Every day it's like a roller coaster. And it's funny because I saw this entrepreneur chart, and it said the day of a life of an entrepreneur, and it would say like, oh, life is great. Oh, I'm going bankrupt. Oh, I'm doing all right. Wait, I suck. I made a mistake. It's so funny because that's exactly how I feel every day. But I wanted to make this video just to kind of be vulnerable, tell you guys what I've been feeling, how it's been lately. I'm still here. I'm still doing what I'm supposed to do. And I'm so grateful for everybody that orders an art piece from me. I'm so grateful. And I'm going to get better. I'm learning throughout the process. It's definitely something that I wasn't ready for, but I don't feel like there's ever a time that is the right time. I feel like you just need to go for it. I don't regret it. Still don't regret it. Even on the days that I don't feel at best, even on the days that I just say to myself, I need to get back to my job. I need to get back in the safety net. I need to take the safety net out. Like, there's days where I feel like that. Trust me. There's days where I feel like, did I make a mistake? But then I think about it, and then I hear Gary Vee, because Gary Vee is very inspirational, and I'm listening to all these entrepreneurs that I have, and my friends who are also entrepreneurs. I listen to them, and honestly, it's all about the influences, because knowing that I have these people that relate to me and that I can relate to now, it gives me that motivation and encouragement to just keep going and to keep my eyes on the prize. And I want you guys to do the same thing in whatever it is that you're trying to chase after, and whatever it is that you value. Keep going and keep your eyes on the prize, and make those sacrifices, the ones that seem the hardest, the ones that give you the most resistance, and the ones that make you think, is it worth it? Yes, it is worth it. And I want you guys to keep going and keep believing in God and keep believing in yourself. Now have a great rest of your week. And again, sorry I posted it a day late.